Hey guys, Brian Goes Blue here.
And Coco too.
Alright, in this video we're going to be talking about the movies we watched in October. We did the 31 Days of Horror Challenge, as a lot of people do in October for the month. They try to do 31 horror movies in 31 days at least.
And we did way more than that.
Yeah, we did more than that. So we're going to go through the titles we watched, as well as some of the ones we watched on demand and streaming services and whatnot.
Yep.
But yeah, let's just dive right in. We're going to just talk about each one and go through kind of quickly.
Yep.
So the video is not 2 hours long, so yeah.
So on October 1st, we watched
Hell Night with Linda Blair, because Coco loves Linda Blair.
I do.
She hadn't seen this one.
I hadn't seen, well, that's not true. I was going to say I hadn't seen Linda Blair in anything but The Exorcist, but there were a few. But this is right up there with The Exorcist for me. I really loved her in this.
Yeah, this is cool. It's like a haunted house type of tale where, you know, this couple of kids have to stay in this haunted mansion overnight, kind of as a pledge prank type thing. And yeah, there ends up being like a killer inside the mansion, which is really cool.
Things get spooky.
But yeah, Hell Night, highly recommend this one. Solid watch. It
was a perfect one to start off October with.
Yeah, it definitely set the mood.
Yep. That was all you. And then on the 2nd, October 2nd, we watched
Child's Play.
Child's Play. Chucky.
Or Chucky Began.
Yep.
Yeah. She hadn't seen this one in a long time either. Neither have I. I always love this one, especially the scene with the fireplace where she's about to throw him in the fireplace and he starts going nuts. It's my favorite part of the movie. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Glad to have this. This is now out of print, the Scream Factory version. So yeah, got this one, and also have the box set back there. But yeah. Yeah,
and you met the little boy.
Yep, Alex Vincent.
It's a little spoiler alert.
On our wall over here, we have the signature from when I met him at a Spooky Empire convention.
Yeah, so when we do our room tour soon,
when we end up doing our room tour,
you'll get to see that.
Yep. Yeah, awesome movie, Child's Play.
Little kid and that is so cute.
Yep.
And then on October 3rd, Mean Girls Day, we watched 3 movies, actually. The first one was a fun one that I had never seen.
Ernest Scared Stupid.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, this is another out of print Blu-ray here. Hopefully sometime this gets like a collector's edition with features and stuff, because I want to see how they do a bunch of the effects in here. I know it's the same Shadow Brothers that did Killer Clowns.
Yes! We have our Killer Clown shirts on.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a real fun one. We watched this like in the middle of the day, like on like a Saturday or something like that, I think. But yeah, it's a good one to watch like with your family. That's like kind of on the PG.
Yeah.
It's not really like one that's too gory or out of this, you know. It's one I watched as a kid in the 90s, so.
Yeah, which is why you said it's so surprising that it's not on Freeform or anything. Like,
yeah, it should
how
be.
Hocus Pocus is so mainstream. Like, I was very surprised too that this
I love Hocus Pocus.
Oh yeah, of course.
You shouldn't be showing Hocus Pocus 50 times in a month whenever you got other options. Like, come on.
Some people will disagree with you, but yeah, I know they should show this one too.
Yeah.
I think it should. I can't believe I didn't even really know about. I know about Ernest, but I never had seen this.
Yeah, and rest in peace, Jim Barney. Miss you, Ernest. I think he died in like 2000 or something like that, 20 years ago. So, but yeah, Ernest Scared Stupid.
And then our second watch on October 3rd was a new one that neither one of us had seen.
No, I got this one in like the summer Severance sale, the one that had all the mishaps and stuff with their website.
Yeah, where we were like refreshing at midnight, like over and over.
This one I had to make sure that I got because it came back in stock. It was previously like out of print and sold out and stuff, but I think they kept on to some copies for a future sale. So, anyways, Blood on Satan's Claw. This one was pretty cool.
Joe, shout out to Joe and Marie. Joe did the same thing, right? He stayed up to grab this one.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool, like almost like a period piece type of horror movie. It like had a cool little gothic feel to it, and like the times that it was set in. I think it was set in like the 1700s or something like that. But yeah, it was pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blood on Satan's Claw.
And then the third one that we watched that day.
Another
that
Severin title. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a 3-fer. We watched Kathy's Curse.
We're both laughing because we had a lot of rewind moments in that movie.
Yeah, there's this part.
That was that one, right?
Yeah.
With the little girl.
Yeah, where this little girl's calling this woman a whore and a bitch and stuff like that.
Like it gets pretty vulgar.
It's pretty funny.
There's an interview with her too in the features where she's talking about like she remembered like having to say all these words that she had like never said before that, you know, she wasn't allowed to say or whatever. And
yeah, she was like shocked that people like even knew about this movie and stuff. And really wasn't about acting after this movie.
Yeah, she wasn't about it like having a following even. She was like discouraging people from like watching it, but it was good.
I thought it was good. If you like exorcist movies and child possession type movies, Kathy's Curse is a pretty fun one.
Yeah. And then on October 4th, we watched this one.
Spookies. Oh, yeah. We got this one last year, Vinegar Syndrome. Got
first time for me.
Yeah, I pre-ordered this one last year. I had the second slipcover, which I gave to Joe, and
yeah, that was definitely
this art on it. But
one.
yeah, this one's really cool. It's got tons of creatures and stuff like that. I heard it took a while to make it. I think it was a couple different directors, but I'm not sure. But yeah, it has like these like farting ghoul monsters in it and stuff.
Oh my gosh, that was this one.
Yeah.
That's why in my so I know there's Letterboxd. Brian has it, and I don't because we watch the same stuff together. But I have it in my notes, like well, that's kind of a spoiler. You can't really see them because it's small. But I have all of the movies we watched with little emojis so that I kind of remember what happened. And next to Spookies, I have actually a little like
gas.
the gas emoji, a little fart.
But she wasn't expecting these little these monsters to just be farting. She's like, "Was that a fart?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then keep on listening, and they just kept on going with it.
Yeah.
More and more farts were coming. We were just laughing our asses off. But
that was so great.
Horror movies don't really scare us anymore. We're kind of desensitized. So, but yeah, check out Spookies if you haven't, because this movie's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I love the effects, especially that like spider scene. Oh shit. Fun stuff.
And then on the 5th, oh wait, no, not this one yet.
Not yet?
On the 5th, we watched Haunt.
Oh yeah, Haunt.
On Shudder, right?
Uh-huh.
It was on Shudder?
It was on Shudder, yep.
Oh my goodness, I loved that movie so much.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect. Had you seen it?
Yeah, I watched it last year.
You had seen it already.
When it came out.
I hadn't.
I was wanting to buy it on Blu-ray, but it only got a DVD release until this year. Ronan Flix put it out. I haven't been able to get that copy yet, but I'm going to get it soon.
We've been watching some unboxings and that collector set.
Pretty sick with the pens and everything.
With the pens and the magnets.
And the poster and the map of the map of the layout.
Of the Haunt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really cool. Like, I thought the acting would be cheesy. It really wasn't. It was like, it was good. And it had like, I don't think very many like jump scares, but it had a creepy vibe.
It was like
all throughout.
The House is October built, kind of like the House is October built, but better.
Yeah, I liked this better for sure.
Yeah, it was not a found footage like that one, but it was just a better film overall.
Yeah, and we haven't seen Hell House LLC yet, but I'm sure it's the same kind of film. But highly recommend Haunt. I really liked that one a lot.
Yeah, check it out if you haven't.
Yeah. Okay, so then sorry, my phone keeps doing that like flip thing. Do you see this? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I'll just turn it sideways. On October 6th, we watched Demon Wind.
Yeah, Demon Wind.
Look at that lenticular, though.
I always love this cover. Yeah, Demon Wind is really ridiculous. It's like an Evil Dead ripoff. I don't know really what to say about this, except this guy goes after like people that have like, he thinks that somebody wronged his grandparents or some shit.
Oh, was that like the farm kind of one?
Yeah.
With the roundhouse kicking?
Yep.
Yes.
And there's multiple roundhouse kicks in this movie.
We had some rewinds on that one too, with some laughs. We always end up finding laughs in these horror movies.
Yeah, they walk through the door of this house, and then it's like an alternate like universe type thing. It's pretty weird, but yeah, I definitely like Demon Wind. It's just a really strange movie. It's better on a second watch because you know what you're getting yourself into, but yeah, it's really, really weird.
Yeah, it was a first watch for me, but now I can see like how I could watch it a second time and understand like, okay, this is what I'm getting myself into.
Yeah. What was next?
Okay, on the 7th, one morning before you had to go to work, I'm thinking of, I get those mixed up. Yeah, it was on the 7th. We just watched we just watched this one.
Return of the Living Dead?
Return of the Living Dead. Had never seen it before.
This is a classic.
You have. I haven't.
It's from my birth year, 85. Yeah, this one's always fun. It's just like it's a zombie, like comedy, but it's got some cool effects and a cool feel to it. Kind of like a punk rock vibe to it. And yeah, it's just, this guy has it's kind of like a new kid working at, like some facility, some U.S. military kind of type of facility, and you know, this gas leaks out and everybody becomes zombies basically, and it's just a lot of fun. I just enjoy this one highly, and definitely like the tar man in it, the guy underneath in the bottom of under the stairs and everything, going after people.
Oh yeah, I know I'm probably going to say this a lot because the one thing that we have in common when we watch movies is we do a lot of rewinds. When something's funny, and like that used to annoy people that I'd watch movies with, but like he's perfect because he loves that. I'll be like, rewind, or he'll be like, rewind. We did that in a scene in this movie with the ambulance. Remember the guy with no legs?
Oh yeah, the little short person with no legs.
We don't make fun of people like that. Like we're not like jerks like that, but it was like that he did this like jujitsu flip.
It was like a little flip, and he jumped up, and then he just started going ape shit.
He just was running, so like I say running, like with his body. It was like amazing, and we rewound that like a few times. That sounds terrible, but that stuck out for me. That was funny.
Send more paramedics.
Yeah. All right, and then on the 8th, we watched the classic.
The Monster Squad,
which also I had never seen. Brian was really trying to throw a lot of movies in here that I hadn't seen, and a lot of classics that we just like had to watch.
Well, these were classics that she hadn't seen too.
Yeah.
So. And you know, this is the same director as Night of the Creeps, and it's just a lot of fun. It's like mixing Universal Monsters with Goonies, like everybody says.
Loved it.
But I love Tom Noonan in here as the Frankenstein character. It's great. And then the little girl kicks ass in it too.
Yeah, she was so cute. Really cute. Oh, bogus.
This isn't the best edition of it, but it still has a great video. I do have the DVD edition of the Lionsgate one that has all the features on it, so I have both versions so I can keep all those features. But yeah, Monster Squad is great. If you haven't seen it, I don't know why this isn't on Freeform too. This one should be right up there, like with Ernest Scared Stupid. Like it's just a fun, family-friendly movie. It's like a spookier Goonies. And I know a lot of people in the cult community talk about it, but it should be like available. More mainstream. Like, it should be at like Walmart in the front of the aisles and shit. So yeah, people should check this out. Monster Squad. Definitely. Yeah, I'm sure everybody here has checked it out already though. On October 9th, we watched Hubie Halloween. Oh yeah. And we did not hear great things about it. We hadn't been hearing great things. There were a lot of reviews. People were like bashing it. And we are very open-minded. We like a lot of the same stuff. We don't really... We go in with open minds. And we're not too judgmental or opinionated about really any type of genre or movie. We're picky. No. We're not picky? Is that... No, we're not. Did you say... Oh, I thought you said we're picky. No, we're not picky. No. And, I mean, come on, Adam Sandler, like... We had so much fun with that. I loved that movie so much. It was, like, heartwarming and funny. And, like, it had some spooky aspects to it, but it was just that classic Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, like, at Halloween time. I mean, it's not, right? Like, it's not like the best movie of all time, but... It's not Jack and Jill caliber, but it's, like, it's, it's definitely not his worst. It's in the middle of the range of Adam Sandler movies, but I thought it was pretty good. And and just to have a new Halloween movie to watch, like that's kind of family friendly-ish around Halloween.
Yeah, especially with him, it was like
and it had
fun.
a couple of cool throwback characters from his earlier movies in there.
Yes.
Like I'm not gonna spoil it, but the person in the very beginning caught me off guard, so that's cool. And Steve Buscemi's in it too, so I always love him.
Yeah. Oh, and then one at the end caught me off guard too.
Yeah.
Which we won't spoil it, but so yeah, Hubie Halloween. Check that one out.
I like that one.
Was it Netflix?
Netflix, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, on October 10th, we watched One Movie, which was a continuation of, well, we didn't watch, did we watch the second one? Yeah, we did.
We did last month.
We did last month. And then the first one, of course, I love. We've told you guys that in our earlier videos. Exorcist 3.
Exorcist 3. And neither of us had seen this one. But I definitely liked it a lot. I do think I actually like the second movie more.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did say that.
I don't know
why. Which isn't
but
a common thing. A lot of people like love this one and like hate on the second one. But
I definitely liked a lot of this, but I thought that it could have had a few more scares in it. Maybe.
It was hard for me to not have Linda Blair in it.
Yeah, George.
And maybe there was a reason for that, but yeah. I don't know.
The guy, the main actor George C. Scott, was pretty awesome in this, as well as Brad Dourif in the jail cell scenes was pretty good. Yeah,
like I was like grabbing onto you, like kind of like freaked out. Like I was like spooked. For it definitely.
Yeah.
It had that scare factor for sure. And the storyline, how it connected with the first film, it was like a continuation of it. It was really awesome.
Yeah, we liked The Exorcist 3. It was
a
pretty solid watch.
Yep, finally saw it. And then on the 11th, we watched another one on Shudder. Scare Package.
Yeah, Scare Package.
That was Shudder. Yeah, Scare Package.
It was a weird horror anthology with like a couple wraparound stories. It was like the first story shows up back at the end and finishes its way off, but then there's like another wraparound after the first story, which is kind of weird for an anthology because usually it's just like one main introduction and then that climax is at the end.
Yep.
But yeah, Scare Package was pretty cool. There was like 2 or 3 pretty good stories within the anthology. But
yeah, it was pretty goofy, but really gory.
Yeah, it was fucking gory.
I was like so surprised at how gory it was. I thought it was just gonna be like silly or whatever. We were just like chilling in bed. Usually we watch movies like in our living room with our, lights behind the TV and stuff. We were just chilling in bed watching this one, like, didn't have high expectations for it really, but we wanted to watch a fun one, and I'm like, this is gory.
Had the kid from John Dies at the End in it, and then has Gold Dust from WWE's in there, and like Joe Bob Briggs shows up towards the end too. Yeah. It's a weird one, but I do recommend checking it out because it was pretty fun. I think I gave it a 3.
Yeah, solid 3. All right, so on October 11th we watched this one.
This one, I don't know if Coco liked this one too much, but
what?
Witch Trap.
Witch Trap.
It's got Linnea Quigley.
Let me look at my emojis. All I have is a witch. The witch emoji.
This is the same director as Night of the Demons, but this is like probably his weakest movie. Witchboard is a little bit better than this one. Same director as well. But this dude looks like the same dude from Witchboard. It's crazy. But yeah, Linnea Quigley's the shower death scene is pretty top notch in here.
Is that the Night of the Demons girl?
Yeah, the Night of the Demons girl.
Why am I not remembering this one that much?
Because it wasn't that memorable.
I mean, you don't feel like I liked it?
I feel like it was.
I don't know what you gave it on Letterboxd.
I think I give it like a 2.5 or something, maybe.
Was this your first watch on it too?
No, it was my second watch.
Okay.
But yeah, and those I'm gonna spoil it death. There's a shower death scene where like the whole like shower head goes through the girl's like neck.
I remember this one. This felt like is it Insidious or Conjuring where they set the cameras up in the house?
I think.
Or is it both?
I don't know, it might have been both. Fuck.
I don't know, but it kind of felt like that, where like like the ghost story, like on like Discovery or whatever, they go into like a house and like set up cameras to see paranormal activity and stuff. That's kind of what this that vibe was. I did like it. Maybe I wasn't like crazy about it.
Yeah, it's got some really funny acting in it though.
Yeah,
there's a couple like people in here that are just over the top.
Yep. Maybe it's a good second, like a second watch.
I love how the back of it says, "Notice this motion picture is not a sequel to Witchboard," because it looks so similar.
That's funny. I haven't seen that one though. Witchboard. And then number 12, we were gonna try to watch this one on the 13th. It didn't happen, but we were close enough, and that is
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
As you can see back there, I do have the new set. I haven't shown it off in an update yet, but yeah, she's got it. But we'll probably show that off in the next update or so. But everybody's seen that thing.
Yeah, kind of give everybody else a chance to like show theirs off, and then we'll be a little late to the party, but that's okay.
Yeah, there's replacement discs coming too. So,
mm-hmm.
But yeah, we just watched this one so far out of the box set. So, the 4K scan looked fucking awesome, and yeah, just love seeing all the uncensored kills in here, and Kevin Bacon with the short shorts, the Speedo.
Yes. And of course, I've seen all of these classics, but it had been so long, and I was like young, which sounds bad. Like I was young when I saw them, but so were you. You watched horror movies young.
Oh yeah.
But it had been such a long time since I'd seen any of these, so this might as well have been like a first watch for me, as an adult.
Looking forward to watching the rest of the movies in the set, definitely. Sure. And checking out the other... I think the first 4 movies had new 4K scans, so I'm looking forward to checking out those. And the second one, definitely, because it has all the uncensored, kills as an extra on there for the first time only. So that's going to be cool to see.
Yep.
Yeah, Friday the 13th. Classic.
And then on the 13th, we watched... Beetlejuice.
This new 4K
Beetlejuice.
It looks fucking awesome in 4K.
Yeah.
It looked really good. I was surprised. But yeah, Beetlejuice. If you watch this movie, you're a big Beetlejuice, you casually like Beetlejuice, but you don't realize how little Beetlejuice is actually in the movie until you nitpick the scenes.
The length is like normal length.
It's pretty short. It's like an hour and a half.
But it ended, and I was like, "It's over."
92
and he's
minutes.
Like, yeah, it's over. And I was like, I don't remember it ending so quickly. Like, I thought I don't know. It's different when you're little too.
Yeah, when you're a kid, I think it's when you're little. Like you think that movies are like way longer than they actually are because time seems to go by slower when you're younger.
Yeah.
So whenever you're like in your 30s now, it's just it goes by like a breeze.
It's like whoa.
Yep.
But yeah, classic. We had to throw this one in there, and we were really super bummed that we couldn't go to Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando this year, or Spooky Empire, which I had never been to. But they just announced last weekend that we knew that there was going to be a Beetlejuice for the 30th anniversary of Halloween Horror Nights. But just this past weekend, they opened up the Beetlejuice house.
Yep, they opened up the Beetlejuice house
for the weekend. I don't know.
A weekend or
something. I don't know if it's going for any further. We don't have our passes anymore, but we did watch a walkthrough of it, and we're like, man, that looks so cool. We were like both really shocked. What a great job they did.
Hopefully next year they're going to keep it and have it for everybody
That's what
to see.
they're kind of rumoring.
I think they're going to do that, because why would they make such a badass looking house and then not have it for everybody to enjoy?
All they can do is just make it better. They have so much time to make everything awesome.
And then I keep hearing rumors about a sequel to this. Just it's been forever. It's been over 30 years now. Yeah. But they should just do it already.
That would be awesome.
All right, Beetlejuice 4K. Definitely recommend checking that out in 4K, guys.
Yeah.
Glad I got that one.
All right, and then on the 14th we watched the Final Girls.
Yep. And this is a lot of fun. It's kind of heartwarming in a sense too.
Yeah, a little triggering.
There's some triggering mother-daughter stuff in here that's kind of hits you home. Some people.
Yeah.
But Adam Devine's great in here. It's just kind of real fun because the girl's mom starred in this old 80s slasher movie, and then they kind of just get sucked into it. And
it's a really cool concept of a movie. I've never seen anything done like that before.
Yeah, so this group of people get trapped inside of this horror movie, and they kind of have to live it out, which is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. But even though it's PG-13, it's got some pretty good kills in it and some good gore. So it's really funny. Thomas Middleditch is funny in it too, and it's got the girl from With Nina Dobrev was from Degrassi and shit.
And the guy from Hunger Games.
Yeah, the guy from Hunger Games is in here. Yeah. Yeah, definitely recommend Final Girls. I know this is like a recent classic. It's like 2015 or something like that. So
yeah.
But yeah, fun one.
And then on the 15th, we watched one movie, which was
Fright Night.
Fright Night.
And
my first time watching it.
Yeah, her first time watching it. Peter Vincent, the all great vampire killer. It's like a real typical story, but I think this is where it all began. That story, but of the neighbor that it's a vampire, and the kid's like kind of curious about it. But
it reminded me of Disturbia.
Yeah.
Except Disturbia wasn't a vampire.
Disturbia, rear window kind of thing, where you spy on your neighbors and you find out that something's wrong with them. But yeah, Fright Night's a classic, and Fright Night 2 definitely needs a Blu-ray. So hopefully that comes out sometime.
Yep. And then on the 16th, we watched one movie from our Universal Monsters set. We had to pull a classic out of there.
Oh yeah.
And it was
Dracula, the very first one.
Dracula.
It was the first one in the box set too, 1931.
All black and white, baby.
It was fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of rewinds in this one too. Not so much rewinds, but pauses.
Yeah, whenever.
Did we talk about this in our last? We did. We talked about this in our last video.
Yeah.
With his eye.
With his eye, yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dracula.
Gotta watch that. We gotta hit all those classics in there. On the 17th, we watched
the original.
The Evil Dead.
The original Evil Dead.
Mm-hmm.
This is the new steelbook for the 1 and 2. And I'd never seen them in 4K, but it looked really good in 4K.
Yeah.
It didn't look like an amazing 4K restoration or anything, but that's because how low budget the first movie is.
I had seen it actually before, so that was cool.
But yeah, not much else to say in here.
Other than we have an awesome Evil Dead blanket that Brian got for Christmas.
Yeah, this sick thing here.
You haven't showed you've only shown this off. That is the couch. Anytime you hear that like farty noise, it's our couch. It's not us.
Oh, you're taking the whole thing off, huh?
I'm gonna show him everything.
All right.
So this is from shout out to Creepy Co. So I got this for Brian for Christmas. Is it showing good?
Yeah, it's showing good.
So you got the horror label there with the girl, and then the Evil Dead, and it's supposed to look like the VHS.
It really does.
Yeah,
just let it go.
Oh, you just got the freaky girl. That's the part I don't like. I always fold this blanket so you can't see
she
her.
Doesn't like that part.
That scares me. And then you got all that, and then the spine. How do we show that?
No, just like that. It's fine.
Here, look. There we go. VHS, baby.
Oh, yeah,
we love our VHS.
At the top, yeah.
You're gonna see that in our
room tour.
We'll just toss that back there. I had to show that off.
Yeah.
That was a fun buy.
Yeah, it was a good one.
I surprised you.
Yeah, I'll swallow your soul.
Yeah, so Evil Dead, classic. On the 18th, we watched Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
Every little girl's favorite Halloween movie. Am I right? And boy.
Greetings.
I said girl, but like boys and girls loved this movie. Still love this movie. There's such a huge following. And now there's talk about a sequel that Midler confirmed that she's definitely on board. Also Sarah Jessica Parker and why can't I ever
Kathy Najimy.
They've all said they're agreeing to do it. They're talking about it. It's in the works, but with the pandemic and stuff, who knows? Yeah. The movie stuff is not really doing great right now, but hopefully we will get a sequel because that would be awesome.
Kind of a cool fact I learned, I think yesterday, was that Billy Butcherson character guy had actual moths in his mouth.
Oh yeah, we watched a special
whenever
thing.
he cuts open his mouth and lets the dust out and everything, when he gets his stitches taken out.
It had like a protector in the back of his mouth, so like stuff couldn't like go down his esophagus.
There were real moths in his mouth in that scene.
Yeah, and, no CGI.
Yeah, I love practical effects. They're not going to do that with the sequel, unfortunately. It's going to be all CGI, but whatever. Hocus Pocus is great.
Y'all know it. And then, I'm getting lost in my thing. Oh, yeah, you already know.
Oh,
on the 18th.
Yep, Evil Dead 2.
Yep.
This is my favorite of the Evil Dead trilogy, the original trilogy. But yeah, you can't beat whenever he cuts off his own hand and it starts flicking people off. It's like pretty much like the original Idle Hands.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's when Bruce Campbell, and the second one is when he starts getting like his groovy, and he starts getting like his traditional, like the way we know Ash, you know. And he's not really that way in the first movie, even though that's more of a horror movie. This is more of a horror comedy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Evil Dead 2 is awesome.
Yep. And then on the 19th, we watched The Gate.
The Gate. Yep. The Vestron Collector Series Blu-ray here.
Not a really well-known one, right? But it should be.
It should be too, yeah.
It should be.
It's well known for 80s kids, I think. Like kids that were like...
I'm an 80s kid.
Yeah, you were born in the 80s.
A late 80s kid.
No, I meant like growing up as like
I know what you mean.
Like between 8 and 10 years old in the 80s, you know?
Yeah.
When this came out. Real young Stephen Dorff in here from Blade and Cecil B. Demented and a couple other movies I like. But yeah, The Gate is a real fun one. It's like, you know, what if there was a hole in your backyard that went to the gates of hell kind of situation? It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and there were some like emotional scenes in here too. Some little triggers.
Yeah. Some
like mother and animal and some stuff. Yeah. But it was good. I liked it a lot too. First watch for me.
It's got the friend in it. It does have the first, and the first one has Stephen Dorff in it. The second one doesn't, but the friend's in the second one, and I got to show you that one next.
Oh, the underrated like metal rocker kid.
Yeah.
Like whoa, this kid is so cool.
He's like obsessed with the Satan vinyl that he has. It has like the It has like a book inside the vinyl record and stuff. But yeah, The Gate's
and that's
great.
how he like figures everything out. It's really cool.
No spoilers there.
Listen, I mean, October's over. I don't know. People still watch horror throughout November. The real horror lovers out there have either seen that or they're gonna watch it and I spoiled it.
Screw it.
It happens.
Screw it. It's from the 80s. It's old.
By now, I would think, I would hope you would have seen it, but I just watched it, so that's, hypocritical. Anyway, let's move on, now that you've called me out on spoiling. I always manage to spoil something. I'm so sorry, from the bottom of my heart. On October 20th, we watched Pumpkinhead.
Pumpkinhead.
Yes, which I really thought was going to be like a guy running around with a pumpkin on his head. That was not the case. I didn't know what this was about because I'd never seen it.
Nope, it's pretty messed up. This guy gets a tragic accident happens to this guy's kid, and he wants to get revenge back on the people who did him wrong for his son. Yeah. But he goes to this witch, and she...
yeah, the spooky witch.
This witch, and yeah, she summons this, demon. This demon that kind of, goes...
Oh
it's like a...
yeah,
it's like a revenge...
Show her on the
It's
back.
like a revenge demon, but
Look
yeah.
Look at that spooky witch.
You'll see that spooky witch right there. Top left.
See, you give a little bit of spoilers, too.
Yeah, I do.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta, say a little bit about it.
Yeah, this is a fun one. Lance Henriksen is a great actor, and he's awesome in this movie. But yeah.
Is that the dad?
The dad, yeah.
I never... He knows all the names, and I'm always like, who is that? Which person was that?
He was in Aliens as well, and
which
bunch
I
of
haven't
other
seen
movies.
yet.
Mm-hmm.
Which, spoiler alert, because Coco's good at those. We're gonna do... I'm announcing this now in the middle of our October watches, but I told Brian we're gonna do a Great Movie Ride Challenge movie watch, because rest in peace, the Great Movie Ride at Disney's Hollywood Studios. That ride is no longer. So I said, why don't we do a movie marathon, not like non-stop, but kind of how we did in October, and watch all the movies from every scene of that ride. So we're gonna do that.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You already knew that was a thing.
I didn't know.
But I was thinking about doing it November, December, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So...
Would you like me to not act surprised?
I don't know. I keep losing my place. Okay. On October 21st, which comes after the 20th, in case you were wondering, we watched our brand new copy of John Carpenter's Halloween. The night he came home.
Yeah.
That's how they said it in all the featurettes.
I know,
So that's how I always hear it.
The night he came home.
The night he came home.
Yeah. But yeah, everybody's seen Halloween. Gotta love that one.
But this is a really badass copy.
The steelbook, yeah. It's pretty sick.
It's got that clear slippity doodah over the steelbook.
It's got Jamie Lee in the back.
Open that up. Here, I'll hold this. Well, yeah, I'll hold that. Because I remember you were saying you wanted somebody to kind of show that, like, fully open.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's really cool.
It's cool. I think it sold out pretty quick, though.
And you can buy the shirt, an awesome John Carpenter Halloween shirt at Walmart. What was it, like $8?
Yeah, it was
in
like
the men's department.
It was $7.88.
It was a unisex shirt. Like, I wear that thing to bed. I wore that thing like quite a few times in October. Yeah. So comfy, cheap. That's how we do.
We watched next.
We watched. Oh, nothing in our stack. We watched The Witches remake with Anne Hathaway. And Ma.
Yeah, Octavia Spencer.
Yeah. I knew her name, I just couldn't wasn't popping.
Ma.
And Ma. The Witches. Okay, so another one where it got kind of slammed. And people don't really love it because of all the CGI. We went in knowing that there was going to be CGI. And I think we still loved it.
Yeah.
Like, how can you not? You can't top the original. We all saw it as kids. It freaked us the heck out. You're not going to top
Houston going crazy.
Yeah. No. I mean, you're not going to beat it, but it was enjoyable.
Yeah, you're not going to beat those practical effects. There's a couple different, like, twists in this one that stray away from, like, the original, but a lot of people were saying that it's like an extended episode of Everybody Hates Chris.
That's funny.
Because of the Chris Rock narration.
That is really funny.
But,
I like that.
But yeah, I like Chris Rock, so it was good to have him narrating it.
And it was heartwarming too. Like it was would you call it a family friendly film?
I think so. Family friendly horror, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think anything was too like
crazy
scary.
It was more tame than the original, definitely. But I did like Anne Hathaway's performance in it. It was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, she did a great job. That accent, though. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
She can pretty much do anything. But I'm not a snake person. Like, that's one of my biggest fears. And I didn't even, like, grab onto Brian when we saw the snake. Like, that's how CGI it was.
Yeah, it's pretty CGI heavy.
That part was pretty bad. But other than that, it was good. We enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, The Witches. Check it out. Definitely just give it a shot. We watched we watched 3 on the 22nd. So we watched The Witches remake during the day because it was, kind of family-friendly horror. And then we watched
the original Ghostbusters film. This is that steelbook that I think came out last year, the 4K steelbook. It's got both movies in it.
Oh yeah, both movies, which I didn't know that there were 2. And Brian's like, why do you think that he's got one finger over here and this over? I'm like, I don't know. I thought he was doing the peace sign.
You said you saw the second one, so you've seen it before.
But a long time ago. I saw these when I was like a kid. I did a rewatch on Ghostbusters last year before the Halloween Horror Nights maze.
Yeah. Because
I wanted a refresher. But anyway, yeah, I forgot there was a second one.
Yeah, this is another one, just kind of like Beetlejuice, how it goes a lot faster than you remember it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like the ending scene isn't as crazy as I remember it, but I definitely love it, and it's awesome in 4K.
Yeah.
Looks great. Yeah.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass. Your favorite Ghostbuster is? You said if you follow Brian and I on Instagram, briangoesblu, Coco_douche. Now I'm gonna have to explain that. I know people are probably wondering how is this pronounced? I'm not gonna say my last name on YouTube, but I just started like a whole thing. Anyways, we posted, in me and my stories, I posted all of these watches, and then he put them on his actual Instagram so you can see. And he actually said like who our favorites were. But in the video, we'll say yours is.
Mine's Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
I'm terrible with the names of the Ghostbusters themselves.
Is it on his
I know
thing?
You like Peter Venkman. That's
I like Venkman. Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
Because he's like so like chody and like humor. Like chody as in like he's like a creeper with the girls and like he's hilarious. Ray Stantz.
That's
right.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yep. So yeah, everyone loves that movie. Okay, and then the third watch for that day was another classic.
Frankenstein, the original. This is the second, if you're going in like chronological order of the classic horror box set, this is the second movie in it. Also from 1931.
Because in each of these, there's multiple. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8.
There's 8 in this one. There's only 3 in The Creature from Black Lagoon, but some of these have 7, 8. And they're pretty stacked.
Yep.
These legacy collections, but yeah, Frankenstein was pretty fucking awesome. Especially the scene where he just tossed this little girl into.
Oh my gosh! We rewound that a couple times, and that's terrible because like, I'm not gonna spoil it, but like that was a terrible thing that he did. But he was so innocent about it. Like he didn't know what he was doing.
He was
trying to have fun with it.
He's walking her with his hand in her hand and everything, and then he just tosses her into the river. So, and
we're like, okay, that's hilarious. We won't say any more about that.
Yeah, Frankenstein's awesome.
So, on the 23rd of October, we watched Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
This is one of Coco's favorite movies.
Brian got me this awesome. You can't really see the bottom. There you go. This will be flipped when we edit, right?
Yeah.
So these are our Killer Clown shirts.
I got shorts on.
Brian has 4 of the Funko Pops, which he put in his Instagram post when we posted this up.
Yeah.
Love this one. Didn't know about it until last year, or no, 2 years ago, because they made it a scare zone at Halloween Horror Nights. I didn't even know it existed, and then now I'm obsessed with it. So.
Yep.
But you knew about it.
We watched this one in April, and we watched it again.
Yep.
It's just always a fun one, and you can throw.
And now the song's stuck in my head.
Killer Clown,
You love when I do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the 24th, we did a double feature of a classic
Scream
slasher.
1 and 2.
Yep.
We still need to check out 3 and 4.
Yes.
I've seen them.
I had seen the first one, but I haven't seen any of the others. Well, I've seen 2.
You've seen 2 now.
Well, yeah, because we did 1 and 2 on the same day.
Yeah, this is that cool Canadian release that has all 4 of them instead of the US one that just has the first 3. They should make like a cool 4K box set of these movies because the picture quality could look a little bit better. But I always love the first 2 Screams. They're my favorites. The third one's pretty good and the fourth one's pretty good, but the first 2 are just, you can't beat them.
Yeah. The second one had me like guessing like who done it, and I was like, whoa. There's definitely, if you haven't seen it, that's a twisty. Did you slip it out?
No, I didn't.
That's what she said.
Almost looks like a mummy the way that it's like.
It does.
Like that.
It's cool.
Yeah.
You didn't laugh at my joke, by the way.
Haha.
They did. On October 25th, we watched. Wait, before you show it. Dun 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 dun. How does it go? The words? Oh, like. Wait, what day did we watch it?
7 more days till Halloween.
I'm great at math.
Halloween.
7 more days till Halloween. Silver Shamrock.
Watched Halloween 3.
Not a fan favorite, I guess. I don't know why. I loved it. Thrill Me was in it.
Yeah, Thrill Me. That's what we call Tom Atkins here. Every time he's in a movie, we say, "Oh, that's Thrill Me."
He'll say the actor's name, and I'm like, "You mean Thrill Me?"
Yeah. Yeah. This one is The Night No One Comes Home. The bottom of it, see.
Is that? Oh, that's.
Yeah.
Like I just said, The Night He Came Home. Like no one comes home. That's hilarious. I just discovered that.
But yeah, this is a great one. Yeah, a lot of people they've recently discovered how awesome this movie is in the last like 10 years or so. But yeah, Halloween 3 is just great. I can't really say much more.
We skipped over 2.
We skipped over 2 this month, yeah.
And watched 3. We really wanted to get the classics of at least the first movie in, of, all the classics.
Yeah, and then I just wanted to show her some of the ones that I thought were pretty high on my list.
Yeah. And then on October 26th, this is what I was thinking earlier. The morning before you went to work, we had a delicious Wendy's breakfast, and we watched Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead.
Because I had never seen it before.
The OG classic from 1968. Yeah, George Romero's classic here. Not really too much more to say. You all know the story.
Pretty short.
It's 96 minutes.
It's
a
all
good
short.
running time.
Yeah, it is.
It just goes by quickly because it gets you invested in the characters. This one's more of like a character piece than a zombie movie. It's about people trying to survive inside the house, more so than just a ton of zombies thrown at you.
Which sounds really scary, but there were some rewinds in here too, because some stuff I found hilarious. We found hilarious.
Like what?
I don't Of course I don't remember now. No, we rewound some stuff. I think the main guy, like the hero guy, like he said some funny shit. Like, I can't remember now, like anything that was, you don't remember?
I don't know. He definitely takes charge in the movie though.
Yeah, he's a boss.
Yeah.
Like,
now we just got to watch the rest of the Romero original trilogy.
I know.
And then we can go from there. We can watch Land of the Dead, Survival of the Dead.
Yes.
Diary of the Dead. There's a bunch of other Dead
Land
movies.
of the Lost. That has nothing. I know. I wanted you to look at me like that because it has nothing to do with it. It's like a dinosaur, outer space, whatever the frick.
Yep.
Okay. So on October 27th, we watched the classic that scared us all to shit when we were kids.
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist, the original.
This is that digibook. It still is really good.
That we love that feel, that I guess you call it the matte finish. I don't know. It's a special, like, shout out to John Steele. All his books have that feel to them. So John, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's got like
we love that.
Yep. But Tobe Hooper classic. I think that Steven Spielberg really directed this movie, but he just doesn't want to put his name on it.
It's right there.
He produces it, yeah, for sure, but I think he directed it too.
Oh, you're saying directed.
Yeah.
See, I always get mixed up with director and producer.
Yeah, there's a lot of like cursed stuff surrounding this film, so I don't.
Yeah, we have to watch that one.
Yeah,
the Shudder.
Yep, the Shudder curse films of this one. Yeah.
Now that we've rewatched this.
But yeah, we have to watch 2 and 3. I still haven't seen the sequels for this. I don't know how, but I've had the collector's editions up on my shelf for like ever, and I just haven't watched the sequels.
See, I forgot there were sequels too. I haven't seen them.
So yeah, we gotta watch the sequel to that.
We did go not together because we met shortly after that, but we both went to Halloween Horror Nights last year and went into the Poltergeist house.
That was awesome.
Awesome. It was like one of the best houses. And did we say Ghostbusters? Ghostbusters was there too. Ghostbusters and Poltergeist. Yeah, awesome houses. Okay, so moving on October, my phone keeps flipping. It's like a flipping nightmare. October 28th, which comes after the 27th. See, I can't remember what day I last said. That's why I keep getting screwed up.
You're good.
On the 28th, we watched one film, a classic.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is the Steelbook, Second Sight Film Steelbook.
Yes. I had never seen this one. I've seen the remake, I believe. Is there more than just that?
There's the original. There's 1, 2, 3, Next Generation. And then
there's a lot.
And then there's the remake, and then the prequel to the remake.
Yeah, see, there's a lot, and I don't know which one I've seen.
Then there's Texas Chainsaw 3D, and then there's
oh my God.
One called Leatherface that came out like a couple years ago, 2017, I believe.
Maybe that's the one I saw.
No, you saw the one with Jessica Biel, I'm pretty sure. Or the one with Alexandra Daddario.
The one that I said, it makes you feel bad for him.
It might be the 3D one then. From like 2008 or 9.
I don't remember seeing it in 3D. I don't like... No, I don't want to say I don't like 3D.
Even
I
though,
get migraines and it hurts my eyes.
even though it's called 3D, it's you can watch it in 2D as well, so it's not like...
Oh, okay. So maybe I have seen it.
There's a rapper in that one too that I think you probably know who he is, but I don't know.
Me?
Yeah.
I know my rappers.
But yeah, there's a bunch of Leatherface movies, but this one's
Yeah.
the original classic. Toby Hooper, same director as Poltergeist and everything. But yeah, she hadn't seen this, and it's pretty out there, intense, fun, crazy.
Mm-hmm. Disturbing,
definitely
weird.
disturbing and weird.
But that's fine.
But that's fine.
That's fine. That's how we do.
That's how we roll.
Mm-hmm. Okay, on October 29th, we watched one that I've never seen.
Okay.
Our neighbors.
Neighbors walking upstairs.
Uh-huh.
The Howling.
The Howling.
Ooh.
You literally have my brain. I was going to go, ow, like before you held it up.
Yeah,
Anyways.
this movie's fun. It's Dee Wallace stars in here, you know, from E.T. and
Yes.
it's directed by Joe Dante, who did Piranha and Small Soldiers and the fuck else.
I just sit here while you name all these movies.
Gremlins.
I have no
There we go.
idea.
You know Gremlins.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, The Howling's great. It's really fun. Werewolf movie. It's got some really cool effects in here. It's got probably my favorite werewolf transformation in here. I love American Werewolf in London to death, but this one's a little bit up there on me as far as transformations go. I think that's a better film than this, but this is still a pretty cool film. I love that it takes place in like the TV show setting, the news anchor setting towards the beginning and the end of the movie, and it's just a lot of fun. The Howling, great one.
Yeah, I like that one too. I'm like sitting here staring at it, like trying to remember like everything about it. It's kind of hard with my brain fog, and I'm like trying to remember everything that we watched. Okay, on October 30th, we had a threefer, and the first thing on that was we watched... Wait, did I already mention... Did I mention Monsterland earlier?
Nope.
Shit. So, on the 26th, we watched Night of the Living Dead. I skipped over on accident, and I didn't mention that we watched Monsterland. Hulu?
Yeah, Hulu series. It's like, we watched the first episode.
Yeah, and it was like...
uber depressing.
Yeah, we ended it, and I was like, oh my god, that was like depressing. No, that was the morning... Yeah, that was the same morning we had Wendy's.
It doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter. Anyway, that breakfast was delicious. They have potato wedges at Wendy's for breakfast. So anyway, yeah, we watched Monsterland episode 1, and then we watched Night of the Living Dead.
Episode 1 of Monsterland is a real downer, but it had the girl from Booksmart in there, so it was pretty good.
It was still good, yeah.
And then, yeah. But
yeah, we don't really have much more to say about it. We don't want to spoil it.
Well, we're going to probably finish the series.
Yeah.
We watched the second one as well. But
each episode is different, if you didn't know. Like, it's set in a different... It's all the same premise, like
it's just
monsters,
like
but
like
it's
an anthology.
Yeah, it's like in a different state in like every single episode. So, that being said, on the 30th, we started with Monsterland episode 2, which was a little less depressing.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a better episode, but then the ending kind of sucked. So it's like...
We looked at each other like, what?
It just kind of ended.
Like what?
Don't you hate whenever episodes of shows just kind of end like that?
Or a movie? Like,
a movie,
what? Like The Turning? What?
Yeah, The Turning. Worst movie of the year? What?
Oh my gosh, that one's definitely going to make the shelf.
Turning of the Screw? Alright.
Okay, anyways, so yeah, we started with that, and then we watched... My phone keeps... we watched... Oh, I watched a bit of Harry Potter and the Camping Trip, which aka is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, which I call Harry Potter and the Camping Trip as a joke. If you know me, if you don't know by now, you're gonna know I love Harry Potter to death. I have a Harry Potter tattoo, and I would never make fun of Harry Potter, but I just like that, saying that about that movie, because they're literally just on a camping trip the entire movie. I watched just a little bit of that before my nephew came over and I babysat him on Halloween. Or wait, no, that was the day before Halloween.
Shit.
Whatever. The whole month was Halloween. It doesn't matter. But yeah, so I watched a little bit of that without Brian because I had to throw some Harry Potter in there. And then we watched this one together when he got home from work that night.
Nightmare on Elm Street, the OG.
Yeah.
And this awesome 5-disc collection.
That was great. That was a great...
No.
That was a
no
great...
one likes this set. I just like the transfer looks pretty good on it.
Why doesn't anyone like this set?
Because it's so chody and
yeah.
thin and
well, your DVD
it's
set
like
up there.
The size of one
You'll
Blu-ray.
see our DVD.
Yeah, I got the old DVD box set with Freddy lined up in the spines.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
With a claw behind his back.
Yeah.
I called it the claw.
The claw.
Do people call it that?
Yeah, but the original classic, John Saxon, Heather Langenkamp, Johnny Depp, great Wes Craven movie.
Yeah, and the blow-up doll at the end being pulled through the door.
Yeah, and the blow-up doll at the end being pulled through the door.
That's my favorite part.
Oh yeah. And then what are we watching the final day?
Last but not least, on Halloween Day, we got some good stuff in. I didn't watch everything with you. I watched one thing without you.
All right, go for it.
This was the day that I had my nephew over. So we started our day with Creepshow, the brand new animated series.
Yeah, I wanted to watch the animated special because I love the Creepshow.
Special. Sorry.
I love Creepshow and I love the new series that came out last year on Shudder.
Mm-hmm.
So they had done like a small little animated special with 2 tales in it, which was pretty cool. The animation was kind of weird. It was kind of like a comic book type animation.
Mm-hmm.
But the stories were cool, especially the second one with the fucking carnival full of zombies. That was pretty cool.
It was like watching Saturday morning cartoons, but
yeah,
very gory.
If you're a fan of Creepshow, I'd say check it out. It wasn't something that I'd be going after to buy or anything, but yeah.
All right, so then I watched Halloween Town for a little bit because that was a classic. It was on TV, so I was like, I'll watch that. So yeah, everybody's pretty much seen Halloween Town. It's great. It's a Disney movie, original, whatever, classic. And then last but most certainly not least, we are wearing our Killer Clown shirts, but one of my favorites that we watched the whole month of October, other than Killer Clowns and a few others that I truly love. This is my favorite, and that is Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat. Everybody loves Trick or Treat.
Gotta love that.
Michael Dougherty, same character as Krampus. Krampus. Dylan Baker would be my favorite character in here, of course. The principal.
Not Bad Santa Kid?
Not the Bad Santa Kid. But he's in there for a little bit.
Yeah.
And Brian Cox is great too in here, from The Ringer and.
I was gonna say, is that who that is?
Multiple other movies, but yeah, Trick or Treat.
You gotta love Sam. He's so cute. And Brian bought me some cool gear from Spirit Halloween. I'm not gonna show it all off right now because we're gonna do a room tour. But I got this awesome Sam lollipop.
I love how it just says lollipop at the bottom.
Right?
Of it.
I was debating taking it out of this. Like, I kind of want to, but then I don't because it's so cool how it has, like, the burlap, backing to it. And this is going to keep it, like, pristine. But, yeah, it just says lollipop. So that's kind of funny. She also has
a badass NECA figure of it, too.
I do. And so does my niece because I got it for her for Christmas or her birthday. I don't know. But, yeah, we've definitely been stocking up on the Sam stuff. And, spoiler alert, this guy got me a Cavity Colors brand new Trick or Treat shirt with Devon artwork, which I absolutely love. I was gonna wear it for this video, but we wanted to be cute and match.
Yeah, it wasn't this artwork I love. I like this artwork the best, but he had a new design that came out this year, and I knew I had to get it for her.
Yep.
So yeah, if anybody knows anybody that has this poster for sale.
You were literally in my brain again. I was just gonna say, oh, John.
We know John has it. We know, I don't know.
It's safe with John. We love you.
But, yeah, Scream Factory, I didn't pre-order this one on their site, so I didn't miss out on the poster, but we do want this poster eventually. So
if anybody out there has it,
I'll find it eventually.
He'll find it. But if you have it, leave a comment down below if you're feeling. We're now in the giving season, so
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is our October watches.
We have a lot.
Look at this.
We watched like how many titles now?
Oh, I think
it was like 40.
It was for me when I counted my list. It was like 43, but there was a couple things that I watched like not the full things, or I watched without you. But yeah, we were well into the 40s. Definitely. Great. So we had a good month. We did it.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, we kind of like made a habit of it, and after the first week, it was just easy. It was like, all right, what are we watching? What are we watching? We had so much fun with it. We were super sad for it to end. Of course, we're not going to post like every movie to our Instagrams when we watch them.
They'll be on my Letterboxd though, so if you want to see what we have watched, everything's in my Letterboxd, and I always link that down below. Just briangoesblu.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's everything we watched in the whole month of October, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe to this video if you subscribe to the channel, obviously.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's what I'm trying to get out. But
if you liked our pumpkins, like our video. I mean, we put pumpkins up for you guys. Like we wore cool shirts.
Yeah, and we're over 300 subscribers now.
Woo!
Just after the last couple videos we made, we earned over 30 subscribers, which is insane.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys for subbing and following.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all. So, till next time.
We're going to keep it going and be on the lookout for that great movie ride, movie marathon that we're going to do. We're going to try to keep on doing videos every week because we've got plenty of movies.
Yeah,
so,
and it's fun to do. So,
yeah, we love it.
Brian Goes